What's going on, guys? Back to you today with some more Pokemon X and Y. Now, I recorded this last night, and it was going to be up last night, but the audio didn't record, so I dumped it and deciding to do it tonight instead of last night because I really didn't want to redo it. In terms of things that are going on in my life, most of my computer parts are here. I will get my monitor tomorrow. The other one I had to send back because pixel death, and case and water blocks because I'm water cooling my PC will be here on Tuesday, and then I have everything, and then I can build it, and it'll be awesome. In terms of school, I'm done with school Wednesday, but technically done with school on Friday because Friday is my actual graduation date, and then videos every freaking day until I have to go to college. So there will be like 3 months where there will just be videos out every day and streams more than likely every day, with maybe a few exceptions depending on what happens. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this up while I still talk about what's going on in my life. So throughout this week, videos might be kind of slow. Maybe depending on really what's going on, because all my finals are Wednesday. That's when I have all my finals. But we'll talk more after this. So if you really want to know what's going on in my life, you can hang out till the end of the video and I'll talk more about it. But I lead off with the Hydreigon. He leads off with the Crocodile. And as soon as he sent out his Crocodile, I thought back to his team preview and I looked at the picture and I was like, great, full team of Intimidators. But he switches out into his Hip-Hop-Top, which is his Hitmontop. Scares me out, and I actually go out into my Caesar because I do not want to be like close combated or faked out. And I was kind of predicting the fake out, so that's why I really want to go out into Caesar. Now, Caesar doesn't really have anything that it can do to a Hitmontop. I do run Superpower, as you guys know, so that's always obviously a thing. But yeah, already this Intimidate team is going off to a bad start. Oh, by the way, the person I'm battling right now is WhiteyCM. He does have a Twitch, so I will link his Twitch in the description below. Definitely check him out. Very, very funny guy. He's a little more versed in the adult vocabulary, so be cautious if you are a little bit younger. Ask a parent. It's always a good idea, just like Disney. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube, but next time I see him or talk to him, I will find out and link that in the description if he has one. But I'm going to switch my Caesar out. Go out into my Regirock. He Mega Evolves a Mawile. Now, the reason I switched out was because the only reason I thought he would have switched in Mawile is if he had Fire Fang. The way he brought it in was very, very suspicious, so I kind of figured that he would. So I immediately go out into my Regirock. Now, here's something that I wasn't even thinking about. I do have the nice and powerful Clear Body. In other words, a clear body. Quote, suicide. Anyways, he's going to go out into Hip-Hop-Top, which is definitely going to scare me out of there. So I'm going to go out into my Adios, which is my Latios. And he actually goes for the Fake Out, which is rather unfortunate because I'm just taking a little bit more damage that I didn't really want to take. I predicted a fighting move. That's the only real reason I switched out into my Adios Latios. But he goes out into Crocodile, goes for that Intimidate. Now, I predicted him to go out into his Mawile, predicting the Draco Meteor. But I actually revealed the HP Fire, and it did not do anything. That would have been awesome if I would have went for Surf. That probably would have been the best option to go for there, but unfortunately I did not. So now Crocodile is out. I'm going to go out into my Caesar because I'm predicting... honestly, I was freaking scared to switch my Latios out of there. I honestly thought he was going to use Pursuit and just destroy my soul, but he actually went for the knockoff, and I went out into my Caesar, which is obviously a best play. Now, I went out into Caesar so I could bug bite the shit out of that Crocodile. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And now he's just throwing around the Intimidate. And it's getting old so quickly. I got like phlegm. I apologize. Anyways, he goes out into his Hip-Hop-Top. I go for the Bug Bite, doesn't do anything, and go for the Bullet Punch. Does a little bit more, but then again, I'm at -1, so that really sucks. But he knows that he can't take another Bullet Punch, especially after having his defense drop from the close combat. So he's going to go out into his Crocodile because he knows he can eat that Bullet Punch up. So at this point, I'm kind of feeling that he's going to go for a knockoff, predicting me to switch to save my Caesar. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to stay in. I'm going to let him go for the knockoff, hoping that it won't kill me, and it doesn't. And I'm able to get off the nice and powerful roost. Now, the only thing that really sucks about me staying in is I'm at -2. There's not a whole lot my Caesar can do at this point. Now, that'd be awesome. I should think about running a mixed Caesar. It's so unethical, but I might try that. Maybe like a mixed life orb set. That might be something. Anyways, gonna go for the bug bite, and even at -2, it's doing an amazing amount of damage to that Crocodile. Crocodile is pretty beefy. It's not a Pokemon that you want to mess around with, but I'm pretty sure that he's gonna go for another Earthquake. So I'm actually gonna go out to my Hydreigon here, as he does indeed go for the Earthquake, and I'm able to get that Levitate off. So that's quite nice. So 169 HP. His Crocodile's going to get some leftovers. He's going to switch out here because he doesn't want to die or anything. He goes out to Hip Hop Top, which is his Hitmontop. Gets off that Intimidate. It doesn't matter because I'm special. Now I am going to go ahead and go for the Earth Power here because I don't want to miss another Draco. It's not worth it at this point. But he is going to go for the Mach Punch. And that's what I was scared of. I didn't want him to do that. I really wanted that first Earth Power to kill, but no. Stab isn't a thing for Hydreigon, apparently. Anyways, he's going to go out and do his Gengar, assuming that I am choiced in one way or another, and I am choice scarfed, so I definitely cannot stay in against that Gengar. I'm going to go ahead and go out to my Regirock, and he indeed goes for the Dazzling Gleam, which would have wrecked my Hydreigon. I wasn't even thinking about Dazzling Gleam, and when that happened right there, I wasn't paying any attention, and you'll see my big-ass mistake later. But he's going to go out his Crocodile here, and I got that clear body. Anyways, I do go for the Stone Edge. Now, I thought about going for the Drain Punch, but it was just way too risky to go for Drain Punch when the Gar was out. So, it's just one of those things. One of those things. But anyway, he's going to go for the knockoff. Unfortunately, knocking off my Assault Vest, but I am going to go get off that Drain Punch and get back most of the HP that I lost after the knockout, which is quite nice because, you know, HP is always a good thing. Sorry, folks, I'm tired. Anyways, he's going to go out to his Thundurus. And of course, he gets the Focus Blast. Whenever I used to use Thundurus, I always missed. I like rarely ever hit the Focus Blast, and it really, really sucks. But I'm gonna go out to my Footlocker now. This guy right here really tripped up Whitey later on in the battle, and you'll see what I mean. But he ends up going out to his Gengar. I do go for the Fake Out, but nothing triggering. I'm really happy that my normal gym did not trigger there because it gets, it allows me to switch and save it for later. But here, just openly switching into a Dazzling Gleam on my Hydreigon when I definitely did not need to do that. I told you I wasn't paying attention. So that was the thing. But I am going to go out into my Caesar now because I don't necessarily need my Caesar, and I need to do as much damage to this Gengar as I possibly can. Now, that Bullet Punch did a ton of damage. I don't remember doing that much damage to Gengars before, but apparently it might have been a high roll. But anyways, gonna go ahead and finish me off with a Shadow Ball. I am gonna go ahead and go out into my Talonflame because I do have priority, and I would have been able to take out that Gengar, but he switches out into his Mawile. But thankfully, Brave Bird is strong as heck when you run a Choice Band and Talonflame. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. And I'm going to be able to get off another Brave Bird and take out that Mawile, which is really nice. Now, I really thought about going for the Flare Blitz on just going for it on the Gengar. But I don't have max speed, and I'm adamant, so that Gengar would have been able to outspeed me if he stayed in. But he's going to go out into his Dragonite now. That nice and powerful Barney over there. And I'm going to go for a Brave Bird because obviously I'm Choice Banded, so there's nothing else I can really do. And even with that multi-scale, it's doing 45%. That's crazy to a Dragonite. It's a neutral move doing that much damage. It's unreal to multi-scale Dragonite. Now, he went for the Dragon Dance just to try and get some more attack. But this Talonflame actually has a little bit of HP investment. Thank you, Petra. So I'm able to get off, another Brave Bird and finish up that Dragonite. Whereas, I had a backup. I did have my Hitmonlee, so that would have been a factor. But I probably would have lost if I did not have that HP investment. Just being straight up, I probably would have lost if I didn't have that. But I'm going to go out in a Foot Locker, and thank God he went out into his Thundurus and stayed in and allowed me to get off my normal gym. Because that is going to go ahead and trigger my Unburden, which is going to double my speed, make me fast as fuck, and make me do some amazing things here. Now I'm going to be able to get off the Stone Edge, and thankfully it kills the Thundurus, which is quite nice, because if you were bulky Thundurus, I would have probably lost just right then and there. Now all he has left is his Gengar. I outspeed because, like I said, my speed is doubled. I don't somehow, thankfully, thank God, don't miss the Stone Edge and get a critical hit just to rub it in Whitey's face. So that was a good game, Whitey. I appreciate always battling with you, and I really wish you all the luck in your endeavors with Twitch and YouTube, whether you want to make it a thing or whether you're just doing it for fun. I really do wish you the best of luck. If you need help with anything, setting up YouTube, setting up Twitch, expanding your viewer base, anything like that, feel free to contact me. Let me know, and I will be glad to help you out with that thing. Because I had someone help me out, and I'm ready. I'm willing to return the favor to someone else. But anyways, going on with my life sort of things. Yeah, I've got most of my computer parts sitting right over there, like 5 feet away from me. So I'm really excited to finally start putting my computer together. Now I don't recommend anyone doing this ever. Building your first PC and water cooling it, because I'm bound to run into something. Now, thankfully, I have a lot of engineering experience. I took engineering classes all the way from 7th grade up until like my junior year of high school, so I have a pretty large knowledge of engineering, and I've always been really interested in computers, whether it's laptops like what I'm using now, or phones, or whatever it may be. I've always really been into tech, so I don't think that I'm going to be running into too many problems. I've been following this great guy on YouTube called Linus Tech Tips. Great guy. I'm actually building a PC similar to the one he did in his Overkill PC build guide, but not to that extreme at all, because it's not worth the price per performance ratio. But yeah, that'll be built sometime within this upcoming week, and then they just got to finish up school, and then I can finally start streaming every day, start uploading daily, and I really am ready. I've been ready for such a long time to be able to do that for you guys. So if you stuck around this long in the video, I appreciate you for caring about what I'm actually doing, and what I plan to do with my YouTube and things like that. It really does mean a lot to me for the people that actually watch these videos all the way through. So if that's you, let me know in the comments below. Type 1337 if you made it to the end of the video. 1337 in the comments. That's all you gotta type, and let me know, because I want to know how many of you actually do that. But anyways, I hope you guys all have a good morning, good evening, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and we'll see you next time. All right, guys, peace out.